Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. I am David Annakie, and I'm ready. Are you ready? I am ready. What are we talking about right now? We're talking about a show that's called Cruising with the Case Handler. And I'm about to link up with my friend called Adam Handler, the top personal injury attorney on this station and in the Northern Hemisphere for New Jersey and New York, ladies and gentlemen. And we got some great news right here on Cruising with the Case Handler because it's Testimonial Tuesday. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the videotape. No, we're not going to the videotape. We're not going in retrospect, or are we? Let's find Mr. Adam Handler. Adam Handler, welcome to your show, man. Cruising with the Case Handler.
Good morning, my brother. Good morning. It is certainly Testimonial Tuesday. That's very exciting. And we got a really good one for you today. My name is Adam Handler. I am driving my car, and this is actually my favorite way of doing the show because you know what? It makes sense with the title. Cruising with the Case Handler is a show that we started, now a couple of years ago. Me driving to court, ready to kick some ass, do what I got to do, and then the pandemic hit, and then I was doing it from my home office, and then we continued it from my office downtown, and I'm sitting at my desk chair, but I wasn't cruising. In my mind I was cruising, but in reality I wasn't, and now I'm certainly cruising, feeling good, ready to tackle the day. And I'm here just to let you know who I am, what I do, and how I do it. And again, I am Adam Handler. I am your case handler. I am a personal injury attorney. I'm a partner of Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. And I would like to think that over the past 17 plus years, I've proven myself to the community that has embraced me by providing exceptional legal services to those in need, to those who got into an accident and didn't know where to turn, but of course, turn to your boy, the case handler. So thanks so much for having me on today. Good morning, 93.5 FM listeners. Good morning, Facebook viewers. Thank you so very much for all the support you've shown me over the course of my career. I hope that I've done my best to show you that love back.
Absolutely. Once again, folks, if you're just joining us, Adam Handler, we're right here at 93.5 WVIP FM. And he's actually in his car right now. For those people out there who is not watching Facebook, his page, the Case Handler, or my page, David Squeezanic, he's actually in his car. And I'm just going to give him one little bit of advice. Keep your eyes on the road, man.
Dude, my eyes are looking straight ahead, both hands on the wheel, 10 and 2. I do not need myself to be my own client, trust me. But I'm talking to you like I'm talking to my buddy. Speaking of buddies, Squeeze, thank you so much for inviting me to your wedding in Jamaica. I really appreciated the invitation. I've never felt so left out in a very long time. So thank you for that, buddy.
You're funny, man. That's the biggest prank I've ever done in my life on social media. But so be it. But anyway, let's get down to business now. Testimonial Tuesdays. What is Testimonial Tuesdays all about, ladies and gentlemen? With my attorney friend here, my personal injury attorney here. Well, it's all about him demonstrating a client that he has actually helped, in the past, ladies and gentlemen. And today, he has something very special to share with everyone. But before we do that, let me give out the phone number for the case handler. Just in case you get hurt in an accident, just in case it's a slip and fall, medical malpractice, construction accident, you will need his number. So the most important thing you can take away from this, store the number. That's it. The number is 844-774-3529. It's the number on the screen next to his name. All right. As we watch it on Facebook, on the Case Handler page, and David Squeezanick's page, and also PPID's page, the firm that he is a partner at. 844-774-3529. That's 844-PPIDLAW. And I'll give you the honor, Adam Handler, to tell us what it is that you want to share with us today when it comes to Testimonial Tuesday, as I pull it up on our screen right here.
Absolutely. Well, again, Testimonial Tuesday is, I think, the best part and the most important part of my marketing strategy. And when I say marketing strategy, listen, I've got a business to run like anybody else, and my job is to promote my services and make sure that you understand, what I could do for you when disaster strikes. But I always say, don't take my word for it, right? I'm out here selling my business. Squeeze is out here, assisting me with that. The other DJs on this radio station that have endorsed me for years, same thing. Take the word of the people that have come before you. Trust me. I'm driving to work right now. I'm being careful. I'm looking around. I'm not expecting to get into an accident, right? God forbid, please. I'm doing my thing, but disaster strikes. Bad things happen to good people. And if you truly want to know what I am and the caliber of attorney I am, take the word of those who, came into that situation, that something terrible happened. They got injured either in a car or walking as a pedestrian or on the job and didn't know where to turn until they really did know where to turn. And they turned to my practice. I've been practicing over 17 years. I helped thousands of clients. I've obtained over $130 million from my clients. And, they all certainly, have befallen tragedy, but I've turned, lemons into lemonade to some degree. And, that's why Testimonial Tuesday is so important. And for those of you listening on 93.5 FM, thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it. But if you can go one step further and check me out on Facebook, check me out on Instagram, check out the Case Handler on Facebook and Instagram, you'll certainly see what I'm talking about. And today's Testimonial Tuesday is a very special one. I've been wanting to share it for many months now, but I didn't really have the right time to do it. And Squeeze, I'm driving, so I can't really read what you're showing on your screen right now. But if you wouldn't mind just kind of highlighting what you see on my social media, what you see on the casehandler.com, I would be very appreciative.
Absolutely. Once again, thanks for joining Cruising with a Case Handler, a show right here on 93.5 FM, the Link Up radio version. And we want everyone once again to store the number for Adam Handler, the Case Handler. The number once again is 844-774-3529. We're about to speak about a case, ladies and gentlemen, here on Testimonial Tuesday. And it says here, Long Island Railroad accident. And this was Long Island Railroad accident. I'm just looking at the money, man. I'm sorry. 3 million.
Yeah, well,
but
yeah, well, I don't know if people out there remember, but several years ago, I believe it was in January, was it of 2016 or 2017? It should say it there. There was a derailment in Atlantic Terminal. A Long Island Railroad car was coming into the station. The conductor, the driver of the train was not paying attention and actually crashed into the wall in the terminal. Dozens of people were injured. It was a tragic scene. Luckily, nobody was killed, but severe injuries. And I actually had two individuals that were on that train that day. Completely different, independent of each other, called my number after the accident happened. This one was the bigger of the two settlements. You're right, $3 million, Squeeze.
Wow. $3 million, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what I want everyone to do, if you're able to do so, meaning you're not driving, go to Facebook right now and go to the Case Handler, put that in the search bar, pull up Adam's page, and you'll be able to see it on the Facebook Live that we're actually doing right now. Or you can go to David Squeeze Annakie, or you can go to PPID, or you can go to Link Up Radio. Any one of those pages on Facebook, you'll be able to pull it up. Or you can simply go to the casehandler.com and go to case results. And then after that, go down to the Case Handler results and say, see all results. And then you'll see the one with the train. It's obvious. Ladies and gentlemen, here, Crystal was in this accident. And here's what was said. Adam was great and very sincere. When my husband passed away during the case, he was really good to me about it. I really appreciated him for not only my case result, but for everything. Crystal from Springfield Gardens, $3 million in settlement. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before I let Adam speak more on this case, don't you all realize that there's something that is always consistent in what people say about Adam Handler, the Case Handler? Always consistent, never, ever not. And that is what they say about him, how he treats them. He treats them like a family. Adam Handler, I really appreciate this, man. Expound a little bit more as on this case, this Long Island Railroad case, where we have a settlement of $3 million where Crystal is concerned.
Absolutely, and I just parked, so I'm able to look right down at the camera. This is a typical story for me. I have somebody that's listening for years and years on the radio. Somebody that's heard me and you and I, together for years, has heard me, myself, and the Ira Jam guys, and knew I was out there, knew my number. And it's the husband, actually, the one that passed away, that knew me and that would listen. His wife gets into this terrible train accident, and right away he's like, "We got to call Adam Handler." I met with them a couple of days later. She was all banged up, all bruised up. She actually worked for the MTA, believe it or not, in their finance department, and was on an MTA train on the way to work when she got hurt. She wound up having a surgery to her neck because she had a herniated disc, and the case was going on. They were fighting, against us for years, saying that her injuries were pre-existing. She did have a case years before in which she injured her knee, but we claim that the bigger injury here was the neck, and the knee was certainly re-injured in this case. Sadly, her husband they both contracted COVID. This is like when things were really, really bad during the pandemic, like May, April, May, June, I forget when it was, but they both contracted COVID. He actually wound up passing away. And I just remember not only working on her case during that time, but also, being supportive of her, being there for her, making sure that things were taken care of. We coordinated many, many things to make sure that she'd be able to, stay in the house and have the financial resources that she need. And I was happy to do it. Listen, when I am your attorney, I'm not just working on your case, I'm working on your life. And more often than not, a current client will ask me to do, X, Y, and Z for them because they know me, they trust me, they know that I'm resourceful, they know that I'll come through for them. So it's my absolute pleasure. And then, maybe, looking down upon her, a few months later, this case settled. It settled in August of 2020. So a couple of months after he had passed away, we got that $3 million settlement. And it was bittersweet. I'm not going to lie, Squeeze, because yes, a wonderful financial recovery, but what she gained, she also lost. And I remember, we actually cried together because if it wasn't for her husband, she wouldn't have been my client. And if it wasn't for her husband, she probably wouldn't have had this result. So a bittersweet ending, Squeeze. But listen, my clients are family. I can't stress that enough, ladies and gentlemen. If you know who I am and you've dealt with me before, if you listen to this show, I hope you get a sense as to who I am as an individual and how I conduct my business, both professionally and personally. And it would be my absolute honor to represent you and your family. If God forbid you're in this accident, I certainly pray and hope that you never need my services, but God forbid you do. If you know that I'm out there, whether you save my number now or you're again on my Instagram case handler or on my Facebook case handler, or just know enough to Google me, then I promise you I will deliver for you in the same way that I've delivered for the thousands of people that have unfortunately come before you.
Absolutely. Well said, well put. The case handler himself, Adam Handler. A little bit of a somber situation there with the husband.
Certainly, absolutely. I mean, who would have ever thought $3 million, a $3 million recovery would bring tears to your eyes? But you know what? In some degree, it was happy tears because she was glad to have the case over, and now she knows, and I believe he knows in heaven, that she will never have to worry about money again. There's peace of mind there, knowing, you don't have to worry about your cell phone. You don't have to worry about your rent. You don't have to worry about how you're going to put, food on your table for your next meal. You're not going to have to worry about, am I going to get the best medical attention? With a $3 million settlement, it's certainly life-changing. And she can pretty much do, within reason, anything she wants for the rest of her life.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Handler. He's the case handler. Everyone that's listening to this radio station, regardless of when you listen, the top of the hour, not the top of the hour, wherever you are, you're on social media, please store his phone number. And that number is 844-774-3529. We don't wake up saying that we're going to get into accidents. But God forbid it does. We would like to ensure that you have his number. And that number, once again, 844-774-3529. That's 844-PPID-LAW. Prior results do not guarantee similar outcome. And yes, it's an attorney advertisement. Brought to you by the case handler, the law firm PPID, Pollack, Isaac, and Basico. And we want truly for every one of you to have his number. I would like to ensure that you get the ultimate and exceptional return if you get into an accident. Remember, automobile accidents, train accidents, slip and fall, bike accident, bicycle accident, you name it, construction accidents, you call Adam Handler, the case handler. 844-774-3529. That's 844-PPID-LAW. But I'll let you continue being behind the wheel, Mr. Case Handler.
I'm ready to hop on the train and head to the office. But ladies and gentlemen, just remember, you got one chance to get it right. Crystal had one chance. Her husband had one chance. The thousands of people that I've helped in the past have had one chance. And that's why we say one chance, one choice. I'm your case handler. Have a great day. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in again. Hope you never need my services, but God forbid you do. You know you'll be treated like family. And of course, we don't say this enough, regardless of your immigration status. We're here to help.
Thank you so much, Adam Handler. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for, of course, tuning in and listening to the Cruising with the Case Handler. Once again,
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's vibe, man. It's pure energy right here on Testimonial Tuesday. And remember to share what it is that you're watching. Share it as much as possible with others. We say good day to you and have yourself an amazing day. All right. And by the way, it's fake news. I'm never married. I'm never married. I was never married. Okay. It's fake news. All right. So don't believe everything you see. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We're out for now. Cruising with the Case Handler.